Hello and welcome to my presentation today on the consistency of looking at glucose and what it does inside and outside of the body. We are looking at advanced glycation end products AGEs today from the two sides of the story. I don't know where the third side is because according to the TRIO protocol there is always three things that works together. So in this case, we are looking at something that happens with us as human beings or with any animals or with any living creature where we would have had the substance of that living creature exposed to the presence of glucose, the presence of protein, or the presence of fats, or the presence of three of them in combination. And advanced glycation end product seems to be the topic that is going to become more and more in the discussional arena going forward. So today I'm looking quickly at advanced glycation end product from the point of view as you can create a lot of that from our knowledge of cooking and heating the meats on the outside, charring the meats or even the vegetables when we grill and we put them onto these hot surfaces that like barbecuing chicken, and we don't marinate it and we don't put it in water. So we do this like frying again. You create this nice crispy tasting outside. That is your advanced glycation end product. It's very nice because it is the infusion of your glucose into your protein and into your fats, giving you that wonderful taste. But at the end of the day, that wonderful taste has a price, and that price is, well, of course, what's happening to us. We are getting old, we are aging. Literally, that's what's happening to us. So, aging is hitting us very hard. So that's the first way we could bring age molecules or whatever is considered to be the glycated protein product into our bodies. That's the first and easiest way. Now, the second way is making this into our bodies, which is why the TRIO protocol is developed and why it is always been fostered as being something we should listen and pay attention to, because we have now foods you eat that goes into your body, and AGE does not need an enzyme or specific condition. It just needs glucose, protein, lipids or fats, and they would come in close contact with one another. They would interact, and then if the interaction is so much as of a love relationship, they may want to stick there together for a while. Now we see AG is happening very easy in protein products. Remember, you eat meat which digests in your stomach, and that does not create protein for going in your bloodstream and then into your cells. That creates amino acids. When it gets absorbed by the small intestine, that goes to your liver. The amino acids goes to the cells, and the ribosomes and other organelles bring these amino acids together based upon the instruction from the messenger RNA, which came from the guy in charge, Mr. DNA nucleus. And he says create this protein and then spit this protein back out into the blood, as you could see here. And this protein, being the one in blue, gets spit out into the blood, trying to go to heal somebody or heal some problem or solve some issue. And there is a lot of glucose molecule already clumping. Glucose is a clumper, loves to stick together. Remember, sugars comes from plants. All plants make the glucose sugar and they stick together. That's the rule of glucose. So the glucose sees the protein passing by, and the glucose jumps onto the back of the protein and starts clumping together. So the blue one gets all muzzled up and tangled up. That's another form of age, and that's what's happening in our bodies. So when we look at the three protocol, we start understanding that in the day we consume fruits, vegetables, or plant based, which would give us a load of glucose, which would of course feed the mitochondria in the day because they are active. We are active, we are feeding the mitochondria glucose, and so the mitochondria is going to push out that amount of ATP that you need. In the evening, when you are calming down, you now need to cut back on your glucose, mean cut back on your plant base, whether it's refined or whole plants. You cut back on your plant base and then you move towards the amino acid, fatty acids, and mineral base, which is your evening supply of amino acids, fatty acids, to get to the same cell which has ribosomes getting alive and spinning out protein. So when the protein is spinned out, it goes into the same bloodstream, but this time it does not have all this interaction with our glucose molecule. Thank you for viewing. I hope this has been a little bit enlightening so you could understand that there are two ways in which we could put AGEs in our body: the advanced glycation end products, whether we choose to chew it and eat it, which would bring it to the acidic stomach. If your stomach is acidic, then you have less challenges because the microbiome in the stomach could deal with some of that. But if you don't have the great acidic stomach, you would end up having some age in your body, which would lead to further glycation of you as a human being. And of course, if you are still eating a healthy meal, but you are eating a healthy meal, mixing your plants with your animals, then you start realizing you are just putting in the environment in your body, specifically in the night. You put in meats, you put in plants, and that is gonna be glucose and amino acids. Amino acids gets converted in the night to protein, glucose idling in the bloodstream. There is gonna be non-enzymatic, nobody is needed, just glucose just jumping on the back of protein and glycating everything. Thank you for viewing. Hope to see you tomorrow.